Welcome, beloveds. Welcome to Ascension Live. I am Astarius Miraculi, and today's subject is the infinite, eternal moment. The infinite, eternal moment. Every moment is, in fact, the seed of the whole of eternity. And when we are in that realization, then we can come into a greater mastery of our lives. I'm guided to share with you a couple selections from my book entitled Miraculi Song of Ascension. And this particular selection in the book is the voice of eternity. Okay, here we go. Time equals any selected portion of eternity utilized for measuring purposes. Yes, time is the measuring stick which enables us to systematically study and experience the varying degrees and dimensions of eternity. Every moment that we could ever experience is an angle of eternity. But we must be of that consciousness in the acknowledgement of even this moment as an angle of eternity, as the microcosmic container of eternity. And when we are in that awareness, then we are truly in the vortex of creation, that inner sanctum of our being, which is the heaven within us, the kingdom of heaven within us, that domain wherein we share the kingdom with all of the ascended masters, all of the angels, and even God, Goddess, Absolute. Time is eternity in microcosmic degree. All periods of time are the many garments worn upon the limitless body of eternity. Eternity changes clothes often in the dressing room of earth. It is up to each of us to use time wisely and purely so that eternity does not wear soiled and dirty garments. Eternity wears soiled and dirty garments when we are out of alignment with who and what we truly are. You know, we're in the infinite, eternal moment when we can look at all of the chaos in the world and be of the awareness that the chaos days are numbered, that the pandemic, the maliciousness of governmental controlling bodies, you know, the warring of brother upon brother and sister upon sister, brother upon sister, sister upon brother, that warring is of time wherein everything has an expiration date. It is a contamination of creation. You know, we can create from a place of light, and we can create from a place of darkness. But everything is created from that focal point of the divine intentionality that exists within us, that gives us the capacity to create, but we can create amiss. You know, when one is in a state of fear, maybe the fear that he or she will never be loved, then they are in a negative use of the force of creation, because by way of that fear that they won't be loved, they're actually creating the absence of love, but creating just the same. Every moment of our life, we're creating something, whether we're creating it consciously or unconsciously. Let us come into the empowerment of the infinite, eternal moment. This moment is an infinite, eternal moment. If we were to choose to be of the awareness that this moment is an access code to the everywhere and every when of life. Now the excerpt here. Periods of time are the paragraphs, sentences, and punctuation marks of life's great story, read from the never-ending volumes of eternity, of which we are all co-author. Incidentally, what I'm reading to you is something that I wrote when I was about 26 years old, so I even had that awareness of this whole divine reality of being that we all are. I was very blessed to begin to wake up and remember these things in my soul very early in life. Time and space are born through the cosmic intercourse of eternity with infinity. Yes, time and space are the children of eternity and infinity. The full essence, quality, limitlessness, and boundlessness of these majestic parents, eternity and infinity, can also be found and studied within their children, time and space. Time is the microcosmic container of eternity. Space is the microcosmic container of infinity. You know, we are in the infinite eternal moment when we recognize that the life force that we are is forever and ever and ever, and that we, just like the universe, are in an unlimited and perpetual state of expansion into more and more and more greatness, and more and more and more greatness. You know, that's why, you know, there's nothing stagnant about who we are. We'll never reach some plateau and say we have arrived. But we are in this perpetual state of expansion. That's the nature of infinity, which encompasses all space. But space, in its grandest reality of beingness, is ever expanding, ever expanding. All periods of time are the many personalities of eternity. All portions of space are the many faces of infinity. We are living within, even now, the infinite, eternal moment. We're in the infinite eternal moment when we look at our brothers and sisters, and rather than seeing the darkness and negativity within them, we see all of the higher possibilities. Reminds me of a poem that I wrote called "Let Us Give Life to Two Birds with One Breath." In it I say, let us give life to two birds with one breath. Let's expand the wings of God and conquer the illusion called death. If we affirm evil within our brother and sister, we tell the story of our own. Do you know we break majestic flight and kill two birds with one stone? What's seen in others is a mirror, showing forth our own reflection. If all we see is ugliness, there is a need for self-inspection. Be careful not to cast the stone, else one of the birds you'll kill is you. For if you can't see the highest in another, it dies within you too. Look for the best within all others. Lift them up, don't let them fall. Give unto them a pair of wings, then fly away, you, them, and all. See God within all others. Deny evil, ignorance, and death, and forevermore give life to two birds with only one breath. So we're in the eternal, the infinite eternal moment when we have the presence of mind and heart to look for the best within every other being. And in looking for the best within every other being, by reflexed extension, we are also looking then for the best within our own self. What we feel about the drop, we feel about the ocean. We feel about the wave. We feel about the ocean. We're in the infinite eternal moment when we look with benevolent eyes, with compassionate eyes, with eyes of faith, faith in ourselves, faith in others, faith in the reconciliation of all of the craziness that we're experiencing within the world, faith in the healing of the pandemic, in the healing of the virus crisis, faith in the healing of malicious intentions that want to manipulate the populace, faith in the possibility that dark and malicious governmental forces will wake up and remember the divinity within them and come into love and compassion. We're in the infinite eternal moment when we're in that awareness that at the very central core of every single one of us, no matter how darkly we're behaving, is that I and I am of the storm, is that central core, is that vortex of creation, that stillness and slow motion, that sacred pause. Let us come home to all that we are. Remember who we are. Remember the love. Remember the peace. Giving life to two birds with one breath. Because truly, if we affirm evil within another, we tell the story of our own. We do indeed break majestic flight, and that's when we kill two birds with one stone. See, even that particular analogy, people say, I want to kill two birds with one stone. Well, why kill anything? You know, we have these different negative connotations upon things without even thinking about what we're breathing life force into. That's why when I thought about killing two birds with one stone, I said, no, I want to give life to two birds with one breath. See, in the realization, if I affirm evil within another, I tell the story of my own, I then break majestic flight and I kill two birds with one stone. Because what's seen in others is a mirror, showing forth my own reflection. And if all I see is ugliness, there is a need for self-inspection. So I'm going to be careful not to cast that stone, and you be careful not to cast that stone, else one of the birds you'll kill is you. For if you can't see the highest in another, it dies within you too. That's why we want to look for the best within all others, lifting them up rather than letting them fall, giving unto them a pair of wings, and then we fly away, ourselves, them, and all. We see God within all others. You see, we're in the infinite, eternal moment when we choose to see the divinity and the God resonance within every being, rather than looking at them from a place of negativity. So let's come home to ourselves. In these tones, I transmit to you, to me, to us, to the universe, the resonant reality of the infinite, eternal moment. The infinite, eternal moment, which is accessed through going into the inner sanctum of our being. I tone the tone of everywhere and everywhen that every one of us are in the most exalted resonance of our divine beingness. Then I bring the didgeridoo to further facilitate this eternal remembrance in each of us, to come into resonant connection, exemplification, wielding and expression of the infinite, eternal moment. And just the last few excerpts from this piece, Voice of Eternity. Eternity divided by time equals the birth of eternity in the nursery of relativity. Infinity divided by space equals the personification of infinity, the point at which infinity gets personal. Time multiplied by eternity equals the destiny of time as the life expand of God. Time is in time we always travel. In eternity we are already there. Time is the step-down transformer for the crystallization of eternal energy. Time is the stage on which we audition for an ongoing part in the continuing drama of eternity, which is guaranteed us. We will get the part. So resonate, beloveds, with the infinite eternal moment. Even when you are in a moment of pain, when you embrace the reality of the infinite eternal moment, then you will more rapidly transcend out of that pain. Life is wonderful. Life is delicious. So I'm going to say my commercials, and if someone asks to come on live with me by the time I finish with my commercials, I'll bring them on. Otherwise, I'll conclude the transition. Again, I am Astarius Miraculi, this miraculous one who loves you so much. And I am available for intuitive astrological readings, as well as sound healing transmissions with didgeridoo and vocal harmonics. I practice and teach Reiki. I'm broadcasting here from the Red Rocks of Sedona, my home. I am in my personalized home, which is Ascension Temple, which is a vortex within the vortex of Sedona. Also, be sure and leave your comments. Many others are deeply blessed by the comments that you leave, and you never know what lives you're going to touch by way of sharing what you share. And whenever you share something that has been a blessing that's been given to you and you choose to share it, then it becomes 3 times given, because it was initially given to you, and then when you share it forward, that's the second giving, and then out of graciousness, the universe then gives it back to you yet again. So it becomes 3 times given when you share. The other thing that you can do, if you have some questions, you don't want to come on live, but you'd like to ask a question, put that in the chat, as I'm determining how much longer I'm going to hang in here, based upon whether you want to interact a little bit, whether you want to dance with this miraculous one. And what was the other thing? Yeah, I have many videos, more than 700, across the platforms of YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So be sure and partake of that. I feel so blessed, so it's entering into the millions now in terms of the people that are viewing. So it's a real blessing, and lots of gratitude unto that. I love you with the passion of heaven. And so I guess we're about to conclude this, because I don't see any questions and I don't see anyone asking to come on live with me. Going once, going twice, going on the wings of this tone. Kula-la, kula-la, kula-la-la, kula-la, 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 kula-la-la, kula-la. Everything is cool now. Everything is good now. Everything is peace now. All the world is healed now. Kula-la, kula-la, kula-la-la, kula-la, 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 kula-la-la, kula-la. Oh my God, I feel so good. Oh my God, you feel so good. Oh my God, we feel the love. Oh my God, we feel that peace. Kula-la, kula-la, kula-la-la, kula-la, 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 kula-la-la, kula-la. All the world is peace now. All the world is healed now. We affirm the healing of all the world is peace now. I think we might have a request. Let's see if it's the true deal here. Let's check it out and see. Oh, there's my sweet sister friend Jade. Loving you, sister. I know you had a question for me that you spoke some time ago. We never got around to that, but feel free to give me a call. And if you haven't gotten to the bottom of what you wanted to ask me about, then you can definitely reach out. Kula-la, kula-la, kula-la-la, kula-la, 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 kula-la-la, kula-la. I feel good, you feel good, we feel good, all feels good. I feel love, you feel love, we feel love, all feels love. I feel high, you feel high, we feel high. All feels high, I feel peace, you feel peace, we feel peace, all feels peace. So thank you, beloveds, for seeing the highest possibilities in every individual and the highest possibilities within our world. Thank you for being in the awareness of how powerful your affirmation of positive visioning actually is, that you make a monumental difference in the impact and the expansion of the world. Thank you for knowing that. Thank you for always using your energy in a good way. Thank you for knowing that your frequency counts always. Thank you for delighting in the reality of your eternal nature, and that there is no difficulty that will ever outdistance you or me, because we are the stuff that eternity is made of, and all of our trials will pass away. The painful past has passed away, and used to be's don't make no honey. I'll say it again, the painful past has passed away, and used to be's don't make no honey. I love you so much. I see the highest within you. I see your divinity. I see your benevolence. I see your mastery of overcoming. I see your ascension. I see your angelic nature. I see your powerful creative expression. I see you being in full-on celebration of the things that you create and the contributions that you make to life. Yes, you're welcome, beloved. I love you too. Peace and blessings, one and all. I love you with the passion of heaven. Feel it, beloved. It's good stuff. Yeah, I love you.